Shit, I got so much in the conversation, I forgot to do commentary for the stream. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Yeah. Mom's was the bee's knees. That's why I'm so good at games, because I had no other choice. I had no other choice. Like, she was not letting me out. And I was the girl, too. Yeah, she wouldn't let me out. He lagging? What the fuck? He lagging bad. Mr. Welfare, you lagging, boy. Up, here come a car. Here come a car. What is with everybody trying to snipe a motherfucker out the car? Only cheaters can do that. Only cheaters can do that. My mom was the same. Yeah, my mom wasn't playing. Like, no cap. I told y'all this before, but no cap. Out of all the girls that was in my 8th grade graduation class, I'm the only one that did not have a kid. I miss my mom. As you should. As you should. You only get one. I tell people that all the time. Now, go through the red door, bro. Oh, he must not know. Oh, he missed it. Wow. You little baboop. You missed a whole bunch of good stuff. I tell people all the time, you only get one mom. You better appreciate them while you got them. Like, of course, you know, growing up, I rebelled, against my mom just because, you know, that's what girls do. We rebel at certain point in times, but I had my reasons behind it. You know? And I rebelled against my mom a lot. At one point, you know, I didn't even like my mom. I loved her, but I didn't like her. And, you know, now that I'm this year's old, my mom's my best friend. She everything. Even though she gets on my last tap dancing nerve. I wouldn't trade her. I wouldn't trade her for the world. If things were different, I'd be right next to her right now. Hey, I heard that. Facts, Dragon, facts. But I think every kid goes through that rebellious stage though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through that. Like, especially like when she got you know, my mom been a single mom since we were little, you know. We knew who our dad was. She never like, one thing I can say about my mom, no cap, and I'm not just saying this because she my OG. I'm saying this is the truth. As horrible as my dad was as a parent, she never fucking bashed him. She never bashed him, bro. She never said a bad thing about him, nothing. Even on her suffering days, she never fucking bashed that man. Girl, I feel you. I went through it too. Yeah. She never bashed him. And so she would do this thing. Like I said, my mom is a Libra, so she got the heart of a fucking mashed potato. Like, no cap, she'll give you the shirt off her back. Even if you being rude, if you being mean to her, no matter what, she's still gonna love on you, whatever, you know? That's just her personality. And so she would try to force us to have a relationship with our dad, you know, but I've always been, me being me, I've always been the type, like, hold on, let me turn this shit off. Goddamn ad. There we go. There we go. All right, so me being me, I've always been the type to say what I felt. Like, I literally had no filter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't like people said I was disrespectful, but that's just because they couldn't handle how I protected myself. And the reason the reason I had to protect myself is because my mom wouldn't. Like, literally, she got to a point where, what the hell? See, stupid shit like that. Stupid. Why? You could have killed them and say you wanna play possum. You wanna play possum, you little baboop. my mom, in a sense, like she wouldn't, if somebody told her I did some shit, she wouldn't defend me. You know what I'm saying? And that goes the same thing for my brother. Like, she wouldn't defend. She would just be like, okay, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like other moms where they was like, hell no, my child ain't do that shit. You feel me? Bop bop bop. Like, she wouldn't do shit like that. And I started realizing at an early age that I had to protect myself because I didn't have no protection. And as I got older, I realized that my mom heart is just set up different. You know what I'm saying? Like, her mama a pistol, her daddy was a pistol before he passed, and it skipped over her and came to me. The way their personalities is set up, how they don't take no shit, that shit came right to me and it skipped over my mom, and somehow she came out like a bag of flour. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am my mom's protection. If somebody say something mean to her, she gonna do one or two things. She gonna shut down or she gonna cry. That's her thing. Is like she does not like confrontation. She rather give up before she argue with somebody or hurt somebody's feelings or somebody say that she did something. I don't know why she's set up like that. That's just how she's always been. And so, oh my, hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna finish. But
talk about exhilarating.
What? What? And so it was just me, my mom, and my brother. And that's the way that I liked it. You feel what I'm saying? Not that my mom was a pushover, because she didn't play that shit. She whooped our ass. Like, we knew to respect her. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my mama didn't play no shit. Like, she didn't play no shit for real. Like, she didn't put up with no bullshit. But I say all that to say, like, literally, hug your mom for me. I got you, girl. Literally, when her boyfriend came along, things changed in our household. You feel what I'm saying? Then that's when I really started to rebel against her. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't like the change that happened in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would do shit like, like he would sleep in the front, and because he worked third shift, we couldn't go in the front and watch TV. You know what I'm saying? Or we couldn't go in the kitchen because he slept in the front. And I'm just like, why the fuck he just don't go in the, well, I didn't say fuck, but that's the way I felt. I would question her, like, why he just don't go to sleep in the room if he know that everybody else is up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's foolish. You know what I'm saying? Or when he cooked, he would use every dish in the house. You know what I'm saying? And then she would expect for me to wash the dishes because it's my day. And I would do it because I respected my mom. Him I didn't fuck with, but I respected my OG. But then when I started working, and those days when I would come home and be tired and there'd be a sink full of dishes, and I had went to school, and then I worked on top of that, and you expect for me to come home and wash dishes that your nigga made? So I started getting bold. Like, when I turned like 16, 15, 16, oh, baby, you couldn't tell me shit. You got me fucked up. I'm not washing them. You wash them bitches. Or he washed them. He made them. He washed them. The fuck? But my mom went like I would tell her, like, no, I'm not washing. I just got off work. No, I didn't make them. I'm not washing them. And she didn't put me out or nothing like that, but she definitely, started making me pay rent. And that's when I started getting a sense of responsibility about my shit. You know what I'm saying? About how to save money, about how to, go about my business as an adult. And I moved out when I was 17, and I never been back to my mom's house. She's still with Buddy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but he learned that I'm not going to take his shit. I would deliberately, while he sleep, tell y'all what I used to do, no cap. I would deliberately slam the fuck out of the closets. I didn't give a fuck if he was asleep or not. I used to come in from school, like on my days off, I would come in from school knowing he in the front. I'd be slamming the shit out them closets. I go in the cabinet I wouldn't even get shit. I just slammed the cabinets because I knew that bitch was in there asleep. I would do rebellious shit like that. Like, I didn't give no fuck. That nigga was on my shit list for a long time. He cool now, but when I lived there, yeah, nah, I went with the shits. I went with the shits. Like, we couldn't be ourselves when he moved in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she completely did a 360, and that's when I started rebelling against her. But then when I moved out, we was cool. We was cool. Our relationship got better and everything. We was cool. My thing now is that I'm this year's old, I learned that healing and forgiving is a part of life. And if you don't heal and forgive, you'll be stuck. God will not bless a toxic situation. I literally had to tell my mom last year that I resented her. You know what I'm saying? That I resented her for how she didn't protect me, because I felt some kind of way about, like, I never displayed I never disrespected my mom, and I always took care of her. I always took care of anything she wanted, she got it. Anything she needed, she got it. And I told her last year, like, I'm like, I resented you. I don't know more, but I did. And I had to be honest with her, and I told her, I mean, bro, I resented you because you didn't protect me. I had to protect myself. And she didn't know how to respond to it, you know? And it didn't dawn on me. Usually I process stuff and I think of different ways that, you know, people would think. But because I was in that moment emotionally exposed and emotionally vulnerable to it, bro, I literally got pissed. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this shit. I'm good, you know? And I had talked to my spiritual gurus, and they was like, how do you know that she know how to respond to that? You know what I'm saying? How maybe she wasn't taught to respond to that. And I thought about it, and I'm like, they right. That's true. They like, go back and try it again and let her know how you feel. And the second time when I went back, she actually apologized. And she actually said out her mouth, without me even having to tell her why I brought it up again, that she didn't know how to respond. And that mended, what the bro, what is going on?
What? What the fuck?
Yeah, now he's a cheater. This guy is a cheater right here. This the guy is a cheater. 𝐬𝐬, yeah. He got 21 kills, ladies and gents. This man got 21 kills. No fucking way. But that literally mended the relationship between me and my mom 100%. I still, like, even before I forgave her or we mended things, like, I want to give context that I never treated my mom no different. I treated her like the queen that I always will think she is. With no boundaries. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my mom, everything. This nigga is cheating. I can relate to a lot of what you said. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think a lot of black girls can. Because what happens is that black people have I'm trying to figure out a way to say this without, you know, somebody getting offended. I'ma just say it. Black parents are toxic. Black parents are very, very toxic. And it's not a fault of their own. It is not a fault of their own. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a fault of their own. What happens is this motherfucker is cheating. Look how his gun is just snapping onto the head, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo. It's not a fault of their own. It's learned behavior. It's literally learned behavior. They learned from their parents. They learned from their, oh, so bad, you little baboot cheating ass. They learn from their parents and then they pass it on to us. The most toxic thing that a black parent has ever said is what happens in my house stays in my house. If you read into that, that is the most toxic shit a black parent could say. What happens in my house stays in my house. That's why black people don't know about healing. That's why black people don't know what it is to forgive. You letting go of something. Listen, let me tell you something. You putting shit to the back of your mind, not thinking about it, not bringing it up, does not qualify that you are over it. It does not qualify that you are over it. It does not qualify that you forgave whoever did it to you. Hey, so if you made it to this point in the video, go ahead and do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Pop that notification bell so you can see when we post. Make sure you drop a like, share, and comment, because that's how we're going to grow together. Back to the video. Does not qualify under that. If something still triggers you from something that you have not healed from, you ain't healed. You just not acknowledging it. And a lot of black parents have been taught from their parents, who've been taught from their parents back, you could trace it all the way back to slavery, is what happens in my house stays in my house. That's why and people don't realize that's why a lot of abuse goes on. Sexual abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. Women that choose men over their kids. It's so bad, it's ridiculous, bro. Cause that's what they were taught. It's not something that you know what I'm saying, that they are. It's what they are taught. And they take that shit over into their raising their child. That's why breaking generational curses is so important, bro. It's so important to break generational curses. And of course, the toxic people will say, the toxic people in your family or your toxic friends will say, you think you're better than everybody else. No, bitch, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. When I wake up in the morning, I want to have an organic smile. I don't want to be fake. Have you made a podcast about this? Absolutely. Nobody comes to it. Absolutely. The only one that's been in there is like Dragon and a couple of my cousins. And I'm sure it's because I don't have on makeup or my titties ain't out, you know, but you know, it is what it is. But it's the absolute truth. It's the absolute truth. Black parents are toxic. Black parents who are unbeknownst to what goes on in their child's mind, who take over their child's identity by telling them to, by telling a child, oh, you only speak when you spoken to. What? You basically telling your child they don't have no feelings. You telling your child that they shouldn't feel? Like they're not human? Hell, animals feel. It is a scientific fact. When an elephant dies and they are a part of the group, elephants will mourn their dead. They have feelings. It is a scientific fact that a whale, the blue whale, the biggest whale in the ocean, they actually protect their young, even if it's not their child. They'll protect another whale's young from orcas and also sharks. They also protect other animals, as far as like sea lions and shit like that, from being eaten by orcas. You telling me who the fuck won this shit? Oh, buddy ass won it. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it was on FB. Yeah. It's on FB. It's there. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna get back into it in just a second. Then we're gonna start stream hopping. Yeah, I want to. Shit, I got so much in the conversation, I forgot to do commentary for the stream. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.